So we're back with another one. So today we are reviewing a car that is built from India. So this is an Indian company. So India is a country that is being rapidly developing in the current years. So this car is something that's showing their rapid development. So if you thought that Indians are only selling you screen protector, you have got it wrong. So these guys are doing it big. So this is the 2023 Mahindra XUV 300, so XUV 300 1.5 TDW8. That's a very long name. So this is an Indian company, as I said, but the headquarters is in Mumbai. Mumbai is in India. So this company was established in 1945. The guy called Mahindra and Mohammed, but they chose to use the name Mahindra as the name of the company. So they used to manufacture tractors, and in 2008 it was ranked the 17th top companies in India. So Mahindra is doing it big. That's why you're seeing all the companies and all the cars located here in SA. So looking at this car, the exterior, the front, I like how the front looks. It comes with LED lights, it comes with daytime running lights, it comes with standard alloy wheels. So this is the top trim. I should let you know, this is the top trim. If we cover the exterior, I like the front view, but the back view, it looks very awkward. It looks like an unfinished product. It just slopes right down, but the front is very good looking, I must say, but I'm not so fond of how it looks at the back. What you get at the exterior in terms of this trim, you get heated side mirrors, you get roof rails, as we can see, so you can carry a lot of things on the top if you want. You also got 16-inch alloy wheels, are the ones that I just showed you now. So you get LED lights with a mixture of projector lights and daytime running lights. So at least you're not getting halogen headlights in terms of this trim, as much as we are getting projector headlights and not full LED, but still they make a difference, and I'm sure they make a difference on the road. So this car also offers an option of a blacked out roof, which on this one you can already see, but you can already see only part of it is blacked out. So you have an option of fully blacking out the top of the roof. So this car comes with many different trims. So the trims, they vary whether it's petrol or diesel. So the interior review, I will focus on the interior review using the different trims that the car offers. So the first trim is the W4. The W4, it offers 2 airbags, rear park assist, front and rear windows, which are electric windows, but there is no touch infotainment system. So that's the downside. So this is the lowest trim that you can get in terms of this car. All these trims, they offer whether it's petrol or diesel. You just need to choose the one that is best for you. So then you have to go, so the lowest trim, in terms of tires, it offers steel tires, which is not such a bad thing when you compare about the roads that we have with potholes. But the next trim is the W4 XE. This one, it will offer you with 16-inch alloy wheels. It also come with a 9-inch infotainment system. So the trim that I just mentioned before, the W4, it does not offer that feature. So in terms of what I think it's a good trim to choose, this is something that most people, I'm sure they're gonna buy, because it also offers Apple CarPlay, also offers Android Auto, and also offers a built-in navigation system. I'm not sure how good the navigation system, but most people are just gonna use Google Play or Apple CarPlay. So that's a nice feature. So moving on to the next trim. So the next trim is going to add more features from the previous trim. So it's a W6 trim. So this one, it will offer you a multifunctional steering wheel with cruise control. So those who are going to be doing long distance driving, this is a feature that they're going to appreciate the most. So the next feature is a keyless remote. So you get a push and start button. So moving on from the sun visors, we're moving on to the next trim. So the next trim is called the W6 SE. So as I said, it's either diesel or petrol, you choose. So this one, it will offer something that is called a sporty body kit. I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes in terms of the appearance of the car, but they offer that, and also offer the blacked out roof and leather seats. This trim, because it's the top of the range trim, it already has leather seats. So this one, it offers you 7 airbags. So if safety is your concern, this is definitely the trim to choose. And as we can see, the knee room is perfect. The only downside is that this car does not offer rear vents, but at this price point I can't really blame the manufacturer. I can't blame them, because you can see also it has a sunroof and the headroom is perfect, especially for someone of my height. So that's something that most people appreciate, and to be able to put your feet under the seats. So for long distance driving, people are going to be very comfortable at the back. So it also offers an electric sunroof. So that sunroof is electric. It also offers tire pressure warning. I'm not sure how useful that is. It also offers a rear parking camera. So in other countries, what I've noticed is that the rear parking camera is mandatory, but I think also our country should start making that mandatory, because these manufacturers are mad. They only offer you a rear parking camera when you go to the top of the range. What about us who are at the middle of the range and you've already offered us with touch infotainment system? You might as well put the rear parking camera. That's something that most people will appreciate the most. So going back to the luggage space, it's big enough for the size of this car. It's big enough, and also they offer you a spare tire. But this is not a full-size spare tire. It's one of those basic spare tires that you need to know how to use, and most people, they don't know how to use this tire. You mustn't drive for long distance. And also, if your car uses the front tires to pull forward, you need to pull this spare tire at the back tire, so you need to interchange, otherwise it's going to damage the mechanical components of the car. Most people do not know that, and they just put this spare tire. I once came across a GTI with this at the front, and that car was moving so fast, and the GTI pulls with the front tires. So definitely that's a car that's damaging the mechanical components. Then you're gonna buy that car as a second hand, and you know GTIs are the most abused cars. Then you'll be surprised when you start having issues with that car. So just keep that in mind whenever you get this type of spare wheel, that you need to put it at the side where the car does not drive. So most cars which are four-wheel drive, they won't come with this spare wheel, because already drives with the four-wheel. So if you can't put it in any of those tires, because it's going to damage the mechanical components of the car. So just keep that in mind. So moving on to the engine, I'll also cover the driving dynamics of the car. So this car, it comes with two engines, a 1.2 petrol variant or a 1.5 diesel. The petrol one, it offers 81 kilowatts, which is approximately 108 in terms of horsepower, and 200 newton meters of torque. Whereas the diesel, it offers 85.8 kilowatts, which is 115.06 in terms of horsepower, and 300 newton meters of torque, which is obvious because diesel, we know diesel is meant to have more pulling power. But there's something that you should know in terms of newton meters of torque. Newton meters of torque, because we are driving a car with an engine which is not an electric car, that torque is not always available. You need to be in the RPM required to get the maximum torque. So for this one, the RPM required to get the maximum torque for the petrol variant is between 2000 RPM and 3500 RPM. Whereas for the diesel component is lower, because you know diesel, you get more power at a lower RPM. So for that one, it's 1500 RPM to 2500 RPM. So diesel, you don't need to rev it up too much in order to get more pulling power. So just for you to know. So in terms of how this car drives, I don't want to lie, the car drives very well, and it's actually surprising how well it absorbs the bumps. So it absorbs the bumps really well. So the car that I was driving, this is a 6-speed manual. It's a very impressive manual. It's turbocharged, so both engines are turbocharged. So it picks up very well. You don't feel like the car is actually lacking in terms of power. It actually picks up very well. And also the gear shift, the gear shifts are very nice, and the clutch feels very, very nice. When you step on the clutch, you don't even feel like you're stepping on anything, to be honest. I don't think this is the kind of manual car that will actually make you tired when you're driving in traffic. For long distance drive, it also offers cruise control, so you're not gonna get tired. So the gear shifts are very nice, and the nice thing about this car, if you're at gear number 6, I don't know how Mahindra got to do that and how they developed this manual car, but if you're at gear number 6 and you're climbing on a hill, you don't need to downshift. The car does not lose any power. I don't know how that is possible, because even for a car that has 5 gears, when you're climbing on a hill, that's where the torque becomes very important. So most of the time you might need to downshift. So I'm not so sure how the 6-speed manual is going to perform in terms of day-to-day when you hit a serious hill climbing up. So that part I am not sure, because the hill that I was exposed to, it's not really that big. So in terms of the claimed economy, the petrol variant, it can chow your petrol 6.3 per 100 kilometers, which is high, especially for a turbocharged engine, but probably the engine is overworking because it's a small engine in a small SUV car. As the diesel, it can chow 4.8 per 100 kilometers. So this car, in terms of fuel capacity, it contains 42 liter in terms of fuel tank. So if you calculate according to the petrol price for 95, so 42 multiplied by 22.53, it means that full tank is going to be coughing up 9,446 cents, which is if you are driving and you put 3 full tanks, which means that you're going to cough up around 3,000, which is not a lot, because most people actually cough up more than this amount. So let's move on to the warranty and maintenance. This car offers a 5 years warranty or 150 kilometers. So this is offered only for the W4 trim, W6 and W8. But when it comes to service plan, this is where things differ. So the lowest trim, they'll give you 3 years service plan or 50,000 kilometers in terms of service plan. But the W6 and the W8, they will offer you 5 years service plan or 90 kilometers. So I bet that if you unbundle the service plan, you can see the difference in terms of the pricing between the W6 and the W8 and the W4, the lowest trim. So definitely, I guess that's where the cost savings are in terms of the lowest trim and those few other details that they used to save money. So talking about money, I'm sure this is the one that you care about. It does not matter how the car drives, how the car looks. What matters is that can you afford the car. So the W4, it comes at 275,000. I don't think this is a good trim. If you move up to the trim, you get the W6. This cost approximately 300,000. So this is definitely not such a bad trim, because the lowest trim, that one, you don't have daytime running lights. So the next one, it still does not have daytime running lights. It only has halogen lights, but still it comes with a touch screen, so that's a bit of a plus in terms of most people. I don't think most people care about the type of lights that the car comes with. But if you move up to the W8, so you have to add approximately 60,000. So it costs around 374,000 in terms of rent. So that's the trim, so which is very cheap for what the car offers when you compare with what other manufacturers are offering for a car that actually offers less. So definitely this is a car that is worth considering for those who are looking for SUVs. If you want to drive and you want to be higher up and look at other people as peasants, this is definitely the car to drive. So yeah, that has been my review, and yeah, definitely I'll hope to see you on the next one, and just leave your thoughts on the comment section, and I hope to see you again.